Hi, I'm Jillian K of Jillian K Arts. Thanks for hanging out with me today. We're just gonna go over the drawing of a portrait of one of my patrons. Her name's Rachel. And I put out a call for my patrons to send me their photos so that I could do some drawing practice. I do speed portraiture at events, so I do this process of drawing a portrait in just about 3 to 4 minutes. But this portrait that I'm showing you today was done in about 27 minutes. I think that's what it clocked in at. And I definitely could have gone faster. Not that that was the point of this exercise. It was just to sketch, um, but I was watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer and I kept getting distracted. And I'll tell you what episode distracted me soon. But so right now I'm going in and doing all my pencil work. I did my foundation lines of the circle that goes right here, the line that splits down the face vertically and then horizontally just below the eye line. Getting those base lines in there, that'll help me lay down the pencil work before I go in with ink, which is what I'm going to do next. So I'm just using a regular mechanical pencil, and then my favorite pens to use for ink are shown right there in the video. There's Sakura of America, Pigma Artist brush pens, like a medium brush width and then a fine brush width for more of the finer details. So I'm really taking my time in this area here, blocking out shapes, getting lines, proportions correct. I'm not worrying too much about line direction or contour lines or anything. I do all of that in the inking stage. At this point, I'm just using my pencil to block in the shapes. Making sure proportions are correct, that everything is even and true to form. This is the time to take your time. Ink is very zen for me because I can just keep adding and adding and adding more details until I ruin it, which is what speed portraiture, why it's so nice. It's like it forces you to lay down a line and not think twice about it because there's no time. So I often do speed portraits at events that I have a booth at. And if I have someone helping me sell like my stickers and prints and stuff, that means I can just put out a sign that says free portraits and people can sit and I can sketch their face real quick, get to know them a little bit. It's nice. It's a good way to meet people in the community. So I'm using my Pigma brush pen here to add a few contour lines as I go. I draw very, I guess the word is, I don't know if it's sporadically or haphazardly. I don't know. I kind of just jump around where I should be drawing, wherever my eye sees, oh, that needs a line there. I just let my eye lead rather than like, I am working on the eye. Now I'm working on the hair. Now I'm working on the glasses. I often will just like jump around. I also mow the lawn the same way. And I think it drives my neighbors crazy if they were to watch me. Not that they're watching me, but like I don't have a method. It's just like there's some grass that needs to be mowed. I'm gonna mow that grass. There's a line that needs to go down. I'm gonna put down that line. I'm trying to remember what I sped up. So this is 27 minutes worth of video that I'm compressing down into about a 10-minute video. So you do the math. I certainly won't. So maybe sped up 100%, 150. I don't know. I'm taking my time. I'm going very slowly with glasses here because sometimes if you lay down a line incorrectly on glasses, you just have to keep making the frames thicker and thicker in order for them to be symmetrical, because while faces aren't entirely symmetrical, glasses are, and they will show their flaws pretty easily. So I go pretty slow. Hair is so much fun to do, just lots of quick contour lines that show the direction of the hair, where the light is hitting it. And see, I've already forgotten what I was doing and going back to the eye. This is very interesting to watch because I just let my hand and eyes work together. Um, there isn't a whole lot of logic going on while I draw. It's funny. So the Buffy episode that I was watching while I was doing this was the one where um, that monster's in like the hospital, and Buffy's in the hospital too with the fever, so she can see the monster because the kids also have the fever. And I was just thinking, man, that costume is disturbing. That monster is disturbing. And those kids had to film with that actor in costume. And I wonder if they're okay. I just wonder if they're okay. I know it's fake, but if I was a 7-year-old seeing that monster thing, that would live in my dreams for sure. So teeth are also a sticky wicket. You don't want to draw, in my experience, or in my opinion, you don't want to draw each individual tooth. It ends up looking kind of weird. So you just want to draw, like, block a shape and then the suggestion of teeth. And so the way I do that is I generally draw the bottom shape of the teeth. And that's really all your eye needs to look at a drawing and say, those are teeth. You don't need every single line represented. To add more detail, you can add the gum line as well. But the lines in between the teeth, I find that if you put those in, especially at the same value, if I were to just use this black pen, if I were to put in the lines for the teeth at that value, it would just look really overworked and kind of creepy. Because the value when you're looking at a person and you see their teeth, it is not black lines in between your teeth. If anything, if you were to paint it, it would probably be like a warm gray or something like that. So it looks weird when it's just like a stark black line. So I'm using like a medium brush point tip here for the hair because I don't need fine details for blocking this in. There's always going to be like darker lines around the face because that hair is generally in shadow. It also just suggests more form. So it's a really good way of showing like the contours of the face, cheekbones, cheeks, jawline, is putting those darker lines in around the face. And it's just naturally where the shadows are. She's a very pretty top, but I wasn't interested in drawing a lot of flowers at that point. So we just left it blank, and that's okay. I erased all my pencil lines here. Tried to get them off my little wooden desk. Didn't work. They kind of remained on there. So I'm going back in with my fine point brush pen and adding more shadows, more contour lines so that, yeah, you can see that there's shadow here, but the cheeks are also going this way. And I'll add more like around the cheekbones. Yeah, this part will be in shadow also because of how the face form is seen reflect like through a lens, either magnified or like just distorted a little bit. But that's natural. That's how a face is seen through glasses at a higher prescription. I should know. I have terrible vision. So yeah, just adding some more detailed lines throughout the hair and the face, and then adding some shadow work on her neck just to give everything a little bit more dimension. But I would say go, lightly on the neck so it doesn't get overworked. Yeah. So we're wrapping up here. Thanks for listening to me babble, talk about Buffy and other such things. I've already forgotten what I talked about. But thank you for watching. Appreciate you. Bye.